You are live. Alright, let's turn this one away. Let's click that. Hey Lauren, welcome in. I am bed. I am I am B for time. I am B for time. I love it. Hey Mexipino, welcome in. Hey Anna Ferguson, welcome in. Oh, thank you so much for the gift. I really appreciate that. Aubrey, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. We're just waiting for the room to get filled. Or 20 people first, or 10 minutes after the hour. Anna Ferguson, how's everything going? Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. Let's get our tea going. Tonight we are drinking pink peppercorn. Hey Sage Betty, we haven't seen you in a while. I'm doing really good, Anna Ferguson, for a Tuesday. Oh, Lauren, I gotta get people to gift it. Yes. Lauren, we'll talk about the budget. I just used ChatGPT to give us a budget. Yes, it's so good to have you back. Hey, Sibby. I want to make my son's teacher's closet a goodie basket for the end of the year. Oh, how fun, Sibby. I want to make my son's teacher's classroom. Mm. Individually for the kids? Gotta let the boomers know the TikTok ones. Right. Sibby, you want to do one for the kids? Or is it for the teacher? Any ideas? I'm thinking for the teachers to help Oh, okay. I'm thinking for the teachers. So you want to put some things in the goodie bag that they could use for next year? Like supplies and stuff? Bottle openers. Funny. Oh, helpful supplies. Oh, you can buy those. To probably find like at the dollar store or at those discount places, the little portable wipies, the antibacterial ones. Um, what other good things do I always see? Go to the Five Below or any of those like organizational stores. You'll find a lot of good stationery. You'll find a lot of good like um, organizational crates or organizational baskets. Yes, wipes. I agree. Wipes. What's always a good thing? Get them some fun markers. Hey, Anna, welcome in. Tissues, yes. You can get, yeah, or those containers with uh, the wipes in them. Um, Scissors. Yes, you can never have enough scissors. So true. I'm trying to think. What else do they have? What do I use that I always need? Pens. Pens are always fun. Um, Anna, Sibby asked about a classroom goodie bag for the teachers for supplies for next year. Dry erase markers. You can find some dry erase markers. Buy some fun ones. Not your typical, not the typical ones that they have. Um, Dry erase markers, magnets, those little magnets. They're magnets with hooks on them. Anything magnetic that they can hang on their dry erase boards to hang something on. Clips. I found these really fun clips. These kind. These little clips here. I found some really cute ones on Amazon. They've got little Hawaiian themes on them. These are really good. Yes, erasers, stickers. Those like water bottle stickers. They like to give those out as rewards to the kids. Um, a water bottle, definitely a water bottle. Uh, a hydration thing. Those are really cute. Those are fun. Um, Anything organizational. If you can find like an organizational store, that would be really cute. Get like a little basket and then put the things inside of it. I love this one. I forgot where I got this wire basket. Hey Renee, welcome in. I'll throw in an Amazon gift card so she can pick. Yes. This wire basket, I absolutely love it. And I put the books in here. It's so fun. It's like, oh, I forgot I had these books. Wouldn't you? This was from our Valentine's Day. Alma, how she got her name. Journey, the Chinese New Year. Oh yeah, remember we read this one on the Chinese New Year, guys? Yeah, a lot of little fun things. They'll absolutely adore it. Yes, They will love it. Okay, so let's look at our budget. We got to talk about our fish budget. Our fish funds. Currently, we have about $25 in our um, fish funds. Thanks to TikTok and thanks to your donations. Aw, so we really appreciate that. Yes, thank you. We love it when parents give us things. Love it, love it, love it. Um, so we're looking a budget for a local PetSmart. I asked it to look for my local PetSmart, give me a budget of the basic stuff for a fish tank, and the budget's about $63. And this is what it includes. The fishbowl and tank, so a 1.5 to 3 gallon acrylic tank is about $25. A filter, a small internal filter suitable for 5 gallons. So we're looking about 5 gallons, $10 for a filter. And then water conditioner neutralizes chlorine in tap water, that's $5. Gravel or substrate, 1 to 2 pounds, $5. Plant decorations, which we can eventually get that. It's $4. A net, we can eventually get that. Thermometer, we'll need that. Stick on or floating, that's $3. Beta or goldfish pellets are about $4. And the fish, beta or small goldfish, about $4. So yeah, so we're almost there. A small heater is 15. Water testing kit is $25, and then a tank cleaning brush is about $5. So we need about $40 more. Need yes, fish care when we go on vacation. You're right. I have my landlady, my landlords, and her daughters. If everyone gave a little crown right now, $17 more. Oh, okay, and distilled water instead of tap water, and yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing, Anna Ferguson. Yeah, because I don't want to give it regular water. Let me check the funds. Give me let me see if I can check while we're online. Let me see. Flip camera, settings, restart live, comment, music, yeah, I believe in giving it filtered water. Yeah, it's gonna have a really good life. You're right. Just tonight I put up a paper in the background with the price goal to remind. Oh, okay. Let's let me see. Green hearts. Let me see if I can find how much we have in our account so we know exactly what to get. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Discard. We have $24.47 in our budget. $24.47, and then that'll drop tomorrow into my PayPal account. Usually drops every Wednesday. So we are $46 away from our goal. Let me go ahead and we don't have a name picked out yet. Or do we? I thought we might. Did we have a name picked out? I can't remember. Let me write it down here. Let me get my dry erase marker. Give me a moment, guys. $60. Since we have $24, we're only $40 away from our goal. Um, is it great? I think you guys have some really good time, amazing times. Its name should be Tip Your Host. I love it. Yes, we are $40 away from our fish goal. And then when somebody hops on and they're new, they'll ask, and then we'll tell them. So $40 away, and like Lauren said, if we do, yeah, we love a good fish. Actually, that's right. Class fish. Woo, yes. Let's put our sign. Let me see. Let me move the candle out of the way. And for tonight, we're doing a fundraiser. Doing our fundraiser for tonight. So, oh, we need to move it this way. Let me move this out of the way. Let me see. Yeah. Our little fish. I need something heavy to keep this up. Let me see. No, we don't want that to fall. Let me find something else. This should work. This is where I keep all of the old wax. We are $40 away from our fish goal. Bree, yeah. We're working towards a fish fund. We've had lots of donations. We have $24 so far. We're working towards 60 because that's about the budget we need to get it all started. Let me move it this way. Our fish goal. Please support. Put a little $40 away from our fish fund. Move it a little more towards the center. Lauren, it's barely hanging on. So it doesn't fit fully this way on the cart. And it's leaning up against the tent. So we have to be very careful with it. Is that good? I totally get it. I was hoping it would fit right in here. That would be perfect. Please support. Yeah, we got our makeshift sign. So yeah, $40 away. So um, if you would like to give, go to the little gift at the bottom. There's a little present at the bottom. If you click that, there's little opportunities to purchase those little coins, and you can buy a universe. I think a universe is like $20 or something like that. Or you want to do like the little ones that Sibby's doing. Thank you so much, Sibby, for them. Every little bit counts. It doesn't have to be a big. Oh, thank you so much for the cap. Every little bit counts. It doesn't have to be a big prize. Or if you just want to go into my Venmo, which is Ed Martin 50GX, Venmo or PayPal account. PayPal probably be better only because that's where I take the money out of. The monies. Okay, let's begin our readings for tonight. We're going to start with. Yes, everything adds up. We're going to start with Curious George visits a toy store. Yes, we have to talk about the monies. Our inventory, our monthly inventory. This is George. Right, Anna? It's fun. It's like our monthly HOA meeting. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. Today was the opening of a brand new toy store. George and the man with the yellow hat did not want to be late. So there's the man with the yellow hat with George in the car going to the toy store. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. When they arrived, the line to go inside wound all the way around the corner. When a line is this long, it's not easy for little monkeys to be patient. George sneaked through the crowd. All he wanted was a peek inside. So there's everybody at the toy store just kind of waiting in line. There's George. We have all these people here just hanging out. George got to the door just as the owner opened it. "This is no place for a monkey," she said. But George was so excited, he was already inside. Balls, dolls, bicycles, and games filled with shelves. So there makes it right inside the toy store. Toy box, grand opening, 10 a.m. today. No little monkeys are inside. He's got all those toys. Thank you, Lauren, so much for those gifts. There were so many toys, George didn't even know how some of them worked. And how about these hoops? What did they do? George was curious. He climbed up to pull one out of the pile. It would not move. George pulled harder. Still, it wouldn't move. And George pulled with all fours. So he hit up the checkers, the slinky, the string, the yo-yo. Oh, I shared the live with him and she's gonna, oh, Sibby, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The little hula hoops. Then he's gonna pull just one. And let's see what happens. Suddenly there was a terrible crash. Red, blue, green, and yellow hoops bounced up and down and everywhere. "Look," exclaimed the boy, bouncing up and down himself. "Why, I haven't seen one of these in years," said the boy's grandmother. There's the grandma. There's the little boy. There's the little hula hoops. He's making a big mess. She put a hoop around her waist and gave it a spin. George tried the hula hoop too. Then George pretended to be a wheel. He rolled and he rolled. I love her, the grandma. And the monkey and the hula hoops. Whoops, he rolled right into the owner. The owner shook her head. I knew you were trouble, she said. Now you've made a mess of my new store. Again, she tried to stop George, and again, George was too quick. Hey, Dartini, welcome in. That poor lady, she's just trying to run a toy store, and George is running all over the place. In only a second, he was around the corner and on the highest shelf. Below him, George saw a little girl point to a toy out of reach. Mommy, can we get that dinosaur? She asked. There's the little girl right there, asking for the dinosaur. Look at those shelves and shelves of toys. Oh, and this is how George is gonna save the day. Anna Ferguson, right? George picked up the dinosaur and lowered it to the girl. And she lowered it, or she was delighted. So was the small boy next to her. Could you get that ball for me, please? He asked George. George reached up, grabbed the ball, and bounced it to the boy. So he was up here running from a lady. He happened to find these. Oh, thank you so much, Dartini. I really appreciate that. Find the toys on the shelves, knocked them off, brought them down for the kids. He saved the day. May I have that puppet way over there? Asked another girl. How lucky that George was a monkey. He swung off the shelf, hung onto the light, picked up the puppet, and put it right into her hands. There they are. He's saving the day, getting all of those shut toys from the shelves. So you're helping us heal our inner child. Aww. I really appreciate that, Pink Hearts. That was one of our intentions. Definitely one of our intentions for that. We always talked about, some of us have said in the past that we never had parents that read to us. My parents didn't read to me. So this is really nice. Hey, John, welcome in. Yes, John, we put together our budget for our goldfish. And currently we have $24 in our bank account, our poor but proud bank account, and we only need $40 to get the goldfish. And my nighttime routine. Aw, Sylvia, I love it. I love that you guys have a nighttime routine for that. Yes, only if you tip the host. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's very healing. And it's nice just to have adults read to one another, you know. What a show, shouted a boy. The children held up their new toys and cheered. What a commotion. Immediately the owner came running, and then came the man with the yellow hat. I think we've had enough monkey business for one day, the owner frowned. Yeah, my parents never read to me. I had to teach myself. Yeah, I would have loved that. And I just see the need in education just to read. I ask the kids, do you read at home? And a lot of them don't. I think it's a really cool bonding experience with kids, just to be able to share outside of the box. So there are the kids, they're all happy, they received all their toys. There's the lady, the owner. Just then a girl got in the long line to pay. What a great store, she said. What a great idea to have a little monkey helping you, her father told the owner. I guess you're right, the owner replied and smiled. Then she gave George a special surprise. Thank you, George, she said. My grand opening is a success because of you. Perhaps monkey business is the best business after all. Hey, Renee, welcome back. So George usually messes things up, but then he gets things right again. And then in the end, they always congratulate him for doing such a great job. And then the man with the yellow hat. All the things that he has to purchase. For George. The end. Aw, he got to wear her apron. Curious George visits a toy store. We love to start our lives with a good Curious George uh, read aloud. We made our way through the anthology. I think we made our way through the anthology. Yeah, we made our way through the anthology. So, yeah. Yes, I love watching George always getting some shit involving in the end. You're right. Big hearts, he does. He figures it out. He figures it out. All right, let's vote on a scale of 1 to 10. What did you think about this one? I thought this one was a good one. It follows the Curious George pattern where we get introduced to him, they go somewhere, he gets into trouble, fixes it, and then everything is all right. I read this one, Curious George Goes to the Beach. This one didn't follow the pattern. It got an 8. This one definitely a 10. Definitely a 10. Allison, 10 out of 10. John, I love it. Anna Ferguson, 10 out of 10. Pink Heart, 10 out of 10. Renee, yep. Bree, 10. Renee, 10. Bree, you're up late. John, 10 out of 10 for George. Bree, lots of stuff going on in New Jersey. Newark. New Jersey's been in the news a lot. You need to tell your city what's going on. Janelle Howell, 10. Renee, 10. Yeah, you missed the East Coast stream. 10 out of 10 for George. Today we did a library haul. We went to the library. Found a lot of good things, guys. Oh, you can't wait to leave Jersey. The Jersey Shores, I love it. So funny. Yeah, Vermont's gorgeous. Okay, so we did a library haul. As I was looking, I found, we are all into our anthologies. Found a lot of good anthologies. I think you guys are going to be really excited for these. If you were around during Christmas time, one of the Christmas books that we read, oh, the plan is to move to Texas soon. Oh, how fun. Oh, you're definitely going from one end to the other, huh? Jan Brett is a Christmas writer. She does gorgeous illustrations. And we found this huge anthology at the library today, Jan Brett's Christmas Treasury. We've got this thick book. It's really big. It has, if you don't remember Jan Brett, she was the one that wrote The Mitten. Let me show you guys. She's the one with these gorgeous illustrations. Like, you get the illustration, and then on the ends here, you get another story, or you get to see a side of the story. So there's several ones in here. We're going to keep this one for a while because it is a Christmas one. We'll kind of dabble in it every once in a while. Trouble with Trolls. Love it. I got to get this one for my for Christmas. It's definitely be a good one. Yes, pretty right. It's definitely a good one for Christmas time. Definitely will be around in November. November is when we start reading our Christmas stories. We do Christmas a month early. Then I found, somebody had been mentioning this one. I found the Paddington Bear 6 classic stories. So as soon as we finish our Curious George anthology, we will start with the Paddington Bear. I'm not familiar with Paddington Bear. I know of Paddington Bear, but we will dabble in that one in a bit. Yeah, we love a good plastic cover. We love a good crinkly plastic cover. All right, let's look in the stacks. Let's see what we find. Again, we did a library haul today. We found some really good treasures. Really good treasures. I found, oh, let's do this one. This one would be really good since it's camping time. Leo, a ghost story. Faith, deduct that from the 4 that we read, so 4 more. And then we'll conclude tomorrow. We love a good end page. We love when the author gives us and the illustrator gives us some really good end page. Leo, a ghost story. This one has a blue filter on it. A blue tint. So add 4 more? Yes. And then that'll take you until Thursday. That'll bring you into Thursday. Midway Thursday. This is Leo. Most people cannot see him. This is Leo. Most people cannot see him. So with the meow. It's so funny. We love this old style telephone. And this little furniture here. Little end table with a set of books. But you can. Leo is a ghost. Aw, there's Leo. Oh, he's under the desk. Did you see him? Oh, yeah. There he is, right underneath the desk. Leo is a ghost. For many years, Leo lived by himself in a house on the edge of the city, reading books and drawing pictures in the dust. There's little Leo reading his book. He gets some really good natural lighting coming in. It is giving 6 cents, yes. Pink hearts, I think you are. And he's got his little train set. He's got a little horse set there. He's got a fireplace. We love a good cozy fireplace with a good mantle on top where you can put some things on and a chandelier. A nice chandelier. One day in spring, a family moved in. Aww. Look at that house. It does look like a spooky house though too. It does look like a haunted house. It gives you that blue tint that you see in some of those television shows like, what was that one? Sometimes I'm funny. What was that one Jason Bateman was in? Ozark. You know how Ozark has that blue tint to it? It's what it reminds you of. Leo was glad to have company. On the family's first night, he made them mint tea and honey toast. Leo thought he was being a good host, but the family saw things differently. So there's little Leo. He has got a little tea set. He made some tea and then he made some toast. The dog and the cat, they're a little scared. John, I'm obsessing over these chicken strips that I found that you cook in the oven for like 30 minutes. And then I bought the Chick-fil-A sauces. I got honey mustard and then the regular Chick-fil-A. Obsessed. I'm gonna be eating that for the next month. So then here's the dad. He's getting everything ready. Look at the son. The little boy here. It's so good. Spooky. Yeah, chicken strips, John. It's so good. I love them. I love this mother. She's very chic. Her hair. They hid in the bathroom and locked the door. This house is haunted, said the man. Gary, I'm scared, said the woman. I hate tea, said the boy, and I hate ghosts. They did not know that Leo was floating above the tub. He heard everything they said. Aw, so the family's scared. There's the boy. And then there's Leo. He heard everything they said. Look at the cat. He's super scared. The family called a scientist, a clergyman, and a psychic to get rid of the ghost. But they should have saved their money. Leo knew he was unwanted. He said goodbye to his home and left. Aww. A scientist, a clergyman, and what else? Scientist, a clergyman, and a psychic. Should have saved their money though, because Leo knew where he wasn't wanted. Oh, there's Leo floating away. I love this gypsy here with her crystal ball. Aren't these illustrations amazing? They're so unique. I have been a house ghost all my life, Leo thought. Maybe I would like being a roaming ghost for a while. So he roamed. Aww. He'd been a house ghost for a while, so now he's going to try to be a roaming ghost. That's cute. Leo saw the city and the people who lived there. Nobody saw Leo. The city was not like Leo remembered it. Some places were wonderful. Some places were scary. Everywhere, it was noisy. Where's Leo at? Let's see where Leo is. He's not here. Is he floating somewhere, or is this just a picture of the city? He remembers the city, but it doesn't seem like it's the same for him. Leo went to a street corner where his favorite candy store used to be. Now, nothing was there. Excuse me, he asked the police officer. Do you know where? The police officer walked right through him. Oh. He's trying to look for his favorite candy store. It's no longer there. Then he tried to ask this police officer. She walked right through him. I have no clue. There was an afternoon when Leo found himself roaming alongside a sidewalk covered in drawings. He came across a girl holding chalk in her hand. The girl looked up and stared right at Leo. I'm Jane, she said. What's your name? It was so strange to be looked at that at first Leo said nothing. Finally, he replied, I'm Leo. Jane nodded. Leo, do you want to play Knights of the Round Table? Aw, he has a little friend, Jane. Look at Jane's little hair. Cute. They've got all these little sidewalk chalk things that they're drawing. Again, these illustrations, I love simplicity. It just feels like they drew something really quick, but there's a lot of character in this illustration. And this little girl too, with her little hair, a lot of personality. Yes, Leo said, because he did. Good, said Jane. First you have to get knighted by the king. Who is the king? Leo asked. I am, said Jane. That's why I'm wearing this crown on my head. Leo looked at her head. He did not see a crown. Still, he kneeled down and was knighted on the spot. That's very cute. She gets on top of the chair and she knights him. Even though he can't see the crown, he's still going to play along. Leo and Jane sat at the table. Sir Leo, said Jane, meet Sir Ruffs, a loyal dog. Don't you think he looks handsome in his armor? Yes, said Leo. He bowed at an empty chair. And Sir Leo, said Jane, this is Sir Muse, a loyal cat. Don't you find his whiskers wise looking? I do, said Leo, and he bowed again. And finally, said Jane, this is Sir Squawks. Leo interrupted. A loyal bird? Jane frowned. No, she said. Sir Squawks is a giant hamster. I love their imaginary play. Oh, said Leo, I'm not wearing my glasses. Jane squinted at the chair. I guess, she said. So she's introducing to all these animals that are not there. A dog, a cat, and a bird. Sir Muse. Jane, a woman's voice came from another room. Tell your imaginary friends goodbye and come down for dinner. Fine, said Jane. She turned to Leo. My mom doesn't think imaginary friends are worthwhile, but I think you're great. And with that, she stood up and went to the kitchen. So it looks like she's real, and Leo, she has to say goodbye to Jane. And look at little Leo. Look at his little face. Leo felt awful. She thinks I'm imaginary, he thought. If I tell her I'm a ghost, I will scare her away. Aww. This is a good book. This is a good book. After dinner, Jane returned to her room and gave Leo a sword. They snuck into a cave, slew a dragon, and stole all his loot. When Leo closed his eyes, he could almost see the gold coins and green scales. After a glorious feast, it was time for bed. Oh, so now, yeah, Leo's sad. He is, huh? Isn't he, Renee? I love him. So they were playing that they were imagining that they were slaying dragons. He looks happy with his friend. Jane gave Leo a pillow and a sheet. Don't tell Sir Ruffs, she said, but you are my best imaginary friend. Yes, said Leo. He was so happy he couldn't sleep. Aw, she gave him a blanket so he could stay the night. Renee, right? I'm like, I want a really good ending to this. Leo went to the living room so he wouldn't wake Jane with his rustling. All night he lay on the floor designing a coat of arms. And so Leo was awake when a sneak thief climbed through the window. Halt, cried Leo, but the thief passed through him on his way to the silverware. So he was so happy with his friend. He couldn't sleep. So he started drawing a coat of arms. All the while you've got this thief breaking in. Leo says halt, but the guy went right through him. He doesn't see him. On his way to the silverware. We love a good mid-century sofa and a mid-century end table. It's the vibes that this gives mid-century. Later, Leo would not be able to say where the idea came from. He threw the bed sheet over himself and flew at the thief, who was so frightened he dropped all of the salad forks. Leo chased the man into a closet, then slammed the door shut and locked him inside. It was very well done. So he throws a sheet over himself so he looks like a ghost. And I guess the guy saw him, so he runs into the closet, throws away all the forks, and Leo locks him in there. The sound of the door woke Jane, who called the police and roused her mother. A squad car came and hauled the man off to jail. That was that. So there's Jane and her mom. Little Jane in her PJs. There's a police officer, they're giving the report. There's the thief, they're taking him away. And then there's Leo. Saving the day. Right, Renee? Thanks, said Jane. You're welcome, said Leo. I'm glad I could help. But, Leo, said Jane, if you're my imaginary friend, how did you scare that robber? Leo looked down at the carpet. Jane, I told you a lie. I'm a ghost. I said I was your imaginary friend, but I'm not. I'm just your real friend. Oh, said Jane. Well, that's even better. Aw. That's so sweet. And they went to the kitchen to have mint tea and honey toast at midnight. The end. And there's little Leo. Oh, he's disappearing. He's coming out of the wall. The end. Right, Bree? This was a good one. This was a good one. Yep. Gosh, we're only 2 books in. Is that all we've read so far? Yeah. Curious George visits a Toy Story 1. And then Leo, a ghost story 2. So Renee, 100 out of 10. Yeah, I agree, Renee. That was a good one. I really like this one. I'm going to go with 2. Bree, 10. And it was cute. Just Relax. Hey, Just Relax. How are you doing? Just Relax. How's your anxiety doing? John, 10 out of 10 for Leo. Mel, 2. Do you have a list of the best ones you've read? Pink Hearts. I gotta make that. I gotta make a list for that. You know why? Because I was thinking of creating a newsletter while I'm on vacation, and I think that would be a great little box to have of all the good titles that we've read. John 2, Anna 2, Stacy 2. 2 is my favorite. Yeah, John 2. Janelle Howell 2. I have all the ones recorded. I have them all on my library list, so I can go back and look at them. Janelle Howell 2, Faith 8. I'm okay. I get to the doctor tomorrow at 9. Oh, okay. Renee 2. Yeah, smell it. Good choices. I agree. Just Relax 2. Hey, Corey, welcome in. Yeah, Leo has to be. Yeah, he's definitely on that list. This is a really cute book. Shalise 2. Hey, Shalise. Shalise, how's everything going? So you finished your student teaching. You said you got attached to your 3rd graders. What's the next grade that you're going to teach? Cool cover. Yes, very nice cover for a book. And it's not a Halloween themed one, but you can read it for Halloween. Hey, Corey, welcome in. Corey, so far we have raised $24. We're probably at $25 now in our TikTok bank account. And we need $40 more. We made a budget of how much it would cost to buy a basic fish in a tank with a filter. And we came out to about like $62. So we are $40 away from our fish goal. So we're gonna have a pet fish for the live with a filter. And as soon as we hit our goal, then we're gonna go shopping to go get it. So it's super fun. 40 bucks away. So anybody who is willing to donate to our fish fund, Pebbles and Batman really want what they do. Just Relax. I'm thinking that if we can find a small enough one, maybe we could put it here. But we'll have to be creative. But I want to put it in front of the camera. So, we had one in our class, the kids singing. Rice Krispie, I love it. Bree, did you guys have a filter in it? What kind of fish was it? We'll start with a real pretty betta fish. Those are so pretty. John, we don't know yet. Oh, thank you, Shalise, for the dolphin. I really appreciate that. Oh, was it betta fish? Oh, okay. Did it last long? Ellie, next book. Okay, please. Yeah, we have 2 more. We'll start in a moment. Oh, Dana, you're not having the best night? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It will. Give me a few days. I do. It's Ed Martin 50GX. It's the same should be Tiki after TikTok. Oh, that would be cute. See? Just going to say beta fish should be, yeah, beta fish should be gets her. I can't rename the fish. My son had some in his room when he was little. They kept dying, couldn't figure it out. Oh, okay. It did actually. It lasted over a year. I think almost 2, I believe. Oh, wow. Oh, nice. Yes, Corey, same as my username. It's, I don't have Cash App. I have Venmo and PayPal. Yeah, if you go on my, if you go into my YouTube channel, there's a link there that'll take you to the 2 of them. So thank you so much for that donation. I really appreciate it. Yeah, as soon as we get that going. All right, let's look in the stacks, see what we have. Let's see what we have in the stacks tonight. Speaking of, this would be a good segue. Oh, 4th grade is next? I feel like 4th grade too. Little Fish. I've been sitting on this one for a while. This looks like a Native American tale. I think for beta, they thrive in 5 gallon Oh, okay. I don't want the fish. Fish police. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I'll get some more information on it. Yeah, what is everyone's favorite snack? I love anything chocolate. Oh, just relax. You've had a few bananas. I love chocolate, Dana. Oh, peanut butter is an apple. That is so good. We love a good end page. Popcorn. Little Fish. Oh my God. I had goldfish. So, oh, John. Rosa is bored. Grandmother is busy making tortillas for market. Come on, Esperanza, says Rosa, giving the donkey a push. Let's go play. But the donkey doesn't move. Oh yes, milk and cookies. Oreos preferably. Cheese and crackers. Yes, Little Fish. So Rosa's bored. Grandmother's busy making tortillas in the little home. Looks like they live in the desert. And she's trying to push her donkey, but he doesn't want to go anywhere. She's really putting little to no effort in pushing that donkey. She is really bored. Strawberries and Nutella, that sounds really good. Rosa goes to the beach by herself. That's some kind of... She sits on a rock and looks out over the sea. With a big splash, the pelicans dive down into the water and then come up again with their beaks full of fish. One little fish, though, seems very smart and is very fast. Every time one of those big beaks nearly catches him, he jumps out of the water. Quick, little fish, Rosa cries. Whoosh! Suddenly, her skirt is soaking wet. What is that swimming in her lap? Little fish, says Rosa, amazed. Don't be afraid. You are safe with me. So she gets hit by this big wave. Fish tank. And a little fish gets placed in her lap. Rosa holds her skirt high and walks home very carefully. So she ends up coming out of the water, and she's holding up the water and the little fish in her skirt. Look at that gorgeous illustration of the sea. When she gets there, Grandmother is just leaving for market with the tortillas. Grandmother, Grandmother, look, cries Rosa excitedly. What a sweet little fish, Grandmother says. You'd better give him something to eat. Look at Grandma. She's got those tortillas down. She made them. Now she's going to the market. La Sirena. We love that. And the little cages here. The little books. Rosa puts her fish in a beautiful bowl filled with water and then places it on the kitchen table. I'll make you some crusty corn rolls, she tells Little Fish. You're sure to love them. Soon there is a wonderful smell in the kitchen which drifts outside the house. The boy who lives next door pokes his head in. Rosa, what a delicious smell. I am making my favorite rolls, Rosa tells him. May I have one? The little boy asks. Rosa shakes her head. They are for Little Fish. When the rolls are finished baking, Little Fish starts to eat. He eats and he eats until the very last roll is gone. With a fat belly and a contented sigh, he swims around the bowl. Maybe that's what we should call our fish, Little Fish. Oh, I had to flush it down the toilet. Look at her kitchen. She's got the traditional red chilies. And then they have a little picture here of, oh my gosh, her name is escaping me for now. Very traditional Hispanic kitchen. Frida, thank you so much. The next morning, Rosa is woken up by a loud crash. The bowl has broken into pieces and Little Fish is lying on the kitchen floor. Look how much you've grown since last night, Rosa exclaims. Quick, put him in the tub, Grandmother says. He should fit in there. Just for Little Fish, Rosa began to cook all her favorite dishes. One day she makes a sweet cassava cake. The next day, tortillas with lobster and cactus slices. Little Fish eats everything. The other children who live in the neighborhood come to have a look at Little Fish. What a beautiful fish, they say, and look how big he is getting. So he comes out of that, he falls out of that bowl, but look at how big he got. Thank you so much, Just Max. And now she puts him in this big tub, and she brings him all her favorite foods. You have all the neighbor kids looking at her. Yes, Rosa's fish is growing and growing and growing. He doesn't fit in the tub anymore, Grandmother says. Why don't you put him outside in Esperanza's water trough? What a good idea. Little Fish goes into the trough and Rosa goes back inside to bake him a wonderful cake. Suddenly, she hears the little boy from next door shouting, Rosa, Rosa, come quickly. Rosa looks outside. Look at how big the fish is. Not Little Fish anymore. More like a miniature whale. And is shocked. Little Fish has grown some more. He is much too big for the trough and for anyone, anywhere else. He must go back to the sea at once, Grandmother says. Aw, look at Little Fish. He got really big. But I love these watercolors though, these yellows and these blues. And here's Rosa. She's holding him up. Together, the children picked up Little Fish and carried him all the way from Rosa's house. The neighborhood kids carrying him. Oh, and look at this picture of the Guadalupe. They're very traditional. Through the village, must be Mexico City. Look at the cathedral. Yes, Mother Mary. The little neighborhood, the very classic Hispanic neighborhood, Mexican neighborhood. To the sea. There, they put him in the water. You don't have to be afraid of the pelicans anymore, Rosa says, but I will miss you. Little Fish splashes with his tail and dives under the water. What a pity about the cake, Rosa sighs. He didn't even have a chance to taste it. Cake, the other children shout. There's Cake. Hooray! Aw, so she says goodbye to Little Fish. She's big now. Doesn't have to be afraid of the pelicans. Grandmother has finished baking and decorating the cake. Rosa cuts big pieces for everyone, since there is plenty to share. In the distance, Little Fish leaps out of the water. Look, says Rosa, he looks just as little as the first time we saw him. Aww. She's got all her friends in too. The end. Little Fish. That was cute. That was cute. All right, let's go ahead and take a vote. 1, Curious George visits the toy store. 2, Leo, a ghost story. Or 3, Little Fish. Very on theme with our next, yes, with our next Share Pet. Anna, that's when you know we are in line. In line. I'm going to stick with Leo, a ghost story. This is a cute one. I'm going to stick with it. Shalise, 3. You like Little Fish? Loved it, but I'm biased because I'm Mexican. Yeah, I get it. Anna, 2. Janelle Howell, 2. John sticking with 2. Yeah, same. I agree. It was a good one. It was very cute. All right, let's look at the stacks and see what we got. We did a library haul today. We got a lot of new, fresh titles. Oh, I know what I'm going to read to you guys. I know what I'm going to read. This is from one of our favorite illustrators. I saw this and I thought, what a treasure and what a treat. Ocean meets Sky. And this one is illustrated by the Fan Brothers. Guys, remember our favorite fall book, The Scarecrow? And the illustration, the gorgeous illustrations of the Scarecrow. Well, that was illustrated by the Fan Brothers, the same one. We're in for a treat. We're in for a treat. A good day for sailing. Look at this end page. Got this gorgeous whale here floating and some zoo animals. Ocean meets Sky. Gotta forget that picture is the mom and the son. This looks like a Cape Cod. Looks like a Maine. Looks like a New England. A Martha's Vineyard. An East Coast. Finn lived by the sea, and the sea lived by him. It's a good day for sailing, his grandfather would have said. Oh, look at this picture. Finn loved to sail, loved the water. There's a picture of his grandfather. Finn lived by the sea, and the sea lived by him. It's a good day for sailing, his grandfather would have said. Right, just relax. Imagine how amazing the air would be. Finn remembered Grandpa's voice, telling him stories about a place far away where ocean meets sky. His grandfather would have been 90 years old today. Oh, it is. Yes. It feels good when you get enough full hair though, because of the height. Oh, it was 105. Oh, in Vermont it was 100. Look at this illustration, the details. We love a good moon. They're sitting by a window, and there's Finn's grandfather. And then you've got a bonsai tree in there with this little lamp and this light, a pair of glasses, a pipe, some seashells. And then the color shifts. And look at that color. Oh, he's still. Oh, that's right. You're right. That's right. I was thinking it's the 105 in Vermont. Things didn't add up. His grandfather would have been 90 years old today. So that's the same window and the same desk. But his grandfather's not there anymore. So all the details, the globe, the owl, the bottled ship, the books, the shells. To honor him, Finn built a boat fit for a long journey, one they had planned together. It doesn't even pass the high 80s. Right? What was I thinking? One they had planned together. So they had planned to build a boat together. Thank you so much for the gift, Urban Fresh. I really appreciate that. And this is what he came up with. We have a lot of water inspired themes too. Boat building was hard work. Finn took a short nap below deck. When he awoke, he felt the boat rocking gently beneath him. So there's our friend Finn. He falls asleep in the boat that he created. And he awoke, he felt the boat rocking gently beneath him. The journey had begun. So there's his little makeshift boat that he made. And the clouds, you've got a bird, a whale, a ghost ship, a pipe, elephants, a hook, an anchor. I didn't think the open sea would feel so lonely, Finn said after some time. This caught the attention of a great golden fish. Yes, especially in mountainous places. You're right. Look at Finn. I love these gestures. His hands crossed. Looks very natural. And then this caught the attention of a great golden fish. Just like our goal, we are $40 away from our fish goal. I love this fish though. He's got like a mustache and his little antlers. And then the water is cascading, shimmering. Do you know where the ocean meets the sky? Finn asks the fish. It's high and low and as deep as the sea, the fish answered in a voice that made Finn's boat shake. It's up and down and very far. I can show you the way. Look at that starry sky and the water, the details of the water. And look at the fish, the fins, scales, the details. We love a good, detailed Fan Brothers book. Alina, no, it just happened that way. Isn't that weird? Sometimes, because I do choose a shelf and I look through each individual one, I think what happens is some of them are themed, and that's why we get them close together. But this one though was in the front, on display, so it wasn't anywhere near the shelves. So no, when we are in line, we are in line with the universe. So our fish, we are happily anticipating manifesting our fish. These two books that we read about the fish and this one tells us that we are headed in the right direction. He followed the golden fish to the Library Islands, where 100 bookish birds were roosting. Elena, look at how pretty that is. Look at that gorgeous illustration. They went to the Library Islands. Look at all those books. Pelicans, birds, the bird's nest, an owl. Look at this very sophisticated bird here reading. Isn't that beautiful, Anna? I just love this picture. They've got this one-eyed monster. And then this bird right here in the nest with the blue parrot. Lots of books. Oh, he's even got a claw. He's clawing his way through there. Lots of details. Then they explored all the islands of giant shells. Amazing. I love these grandiose pictures with the details of shells. Look at that. Look at those details. Lines, twirls, swirls, lines, patterns, pinks, blues. And crossed a sea of mooned jellies dancing. We love a good jellyfish scene. We love a good jellyfish scene. It's that same fish, but an aerial view. We're looking down, and there's the top of the boat, and we're seeing the heads of the jellyfish. The heads of the jellyfish. Isn't that crazy? But then Finn's eyes fill with wonder. Had he finally reached the place of his grandfather's stories? The magical place where the ocean meets the sky. All the jellyfish flying up, all the ships, everything flying up into the sky, into this little city. The little city. Just relax. They were playing in there. Bam Bam's been playing in there. But I don't know where he went. His boat began to lift from the water. Or had the water fallen away? Or had the water fallen away? So he's floating up into the sky. Which looks like this would be the moon. We love a good moon. Aw, guys, look at this picture. Amazing. It's a whale. Hogwarts. I love it, John John. The whale's mouth. The eye. There's an owl howling outside my neighbor's house. I bet you that sounds cool though. I'd love to hear an owl. Isn't that great? I know the detail on that. Isn't that amazing? It's beautiful. Look at that. This is probably where the ocean meets the sky. Look at these details. This definitely could be in a museum somewhere. You've got this whale in the middle with these hot air balloons, ships, and then the moon in the background. Isn't it, Mel? Beautiful, huh? I'm making sing. And then all these little details. Dragon. Hot air balloons. These ships. The antlers. The castle. The golden fish swam toward the moon. Finn followed. He wanted to say goodbye. And then look at whose face is in the moon. Aww. Yeah, the castle is Hogwarts, huh? His grandfather. He had so many questions, but he heard a voice calling. But he heard a voice calling to him from far away. He's blowing them in a different direction. Probably blowing them back home, the fish coming up. Isn't it just relax? Finn. The little hot air balloon drawn in there. And then the whale. Finn, wake up. It's time for dinner, said his mother. I made Grandpa's dumplings. Oh, so he fell asleep in that little boat and was dreaming of that. His mom was waking him up. Finn looked out across the sea to the magical place far away, where ocean meets the sky. It had been a good day for sailing. Oh, look at that picture. How cute. He's looking at his grandfather. Looking at missing his grandfather. The end. Ocean meets the sky. Gorgeous book. Gorgeous book. You guys got really good titles tonight. Really good titles. You guys got really good titles tonight. Let's see. You started out with Curious George visits the toy store. Love a good opening title to number. Fate, hiding in the shadows. Always hiding in the shadows. We followed that up with Leo, a ghost story. Little Fish 3. And then Ocean Meets Sky. For those of you who are new to the live, I'm going to bring the Scarecrow one. Let me go sneak into the archives. I'm going to take the Scarecrow out of the archives, and I'm going to show you who the Fan Brothers are. Just relax, you're not sure? Okay, jump to. Let's go into the archives and see what we find. Where is my Scarecrow book? Where is the Scarecrow book? Let me find. This is a treasure that we read during the fall. This is definitely a fall book. Those of you who are OGs will remember The Scarecrow. This is a gorgeously illustrated book. I know you guys are tired of hearing me talk about this book and the Fan Brothers, but I absolutely adore this book. Look at how gorgeous. Remember this one, John? Look how gorgeous these illustrations are. Fall. Nothing says fall like a good scarecrow and some leaves. Look at that. You can almost feel that. And then just look at this cover though. He befriends this little crow. They become good friends. Look how pretty that is. Yeah, Just Relax. Remember Just Relax? That one was a beautiful one. Look at this one. Look at those illustrations. Amazing colors. Art. So, Renee, remember this one? Yes, this one's a really good one. The Fan Brothers. Alrighty, let me go put this one back into the archives. We must preserve this one until the fall. So back into the archives you go. Alrighty, friends. That is it for tonight. I am tired. My eyes are shutting. 42.4K. Thank you so much for the 42,000 likes. I'm pretty sure we've gotten a little bit closer to our goal of $40 away, so we'll make some adjustments. I will look at that inventory list that we made and make sure that we can tighten it up a little. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate that. No, Just Relax. I was up early today. I had to take my cousin to, she had to get surgery on her wrist. So I was up at 4 o'clock this morning. But I only went to work half day and I took a nap. So I'm not that tired. For some reason, my eyelids are just heavy tonight. As soon as I tighten up that inventory list, and then we'll figure out how much we need and kind of estimate when we can get it. Yeah, it's been a long day. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much for everything. We will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Project Wednesday. We are making our little flower. It's around here somewhere. And then it's not going to take that long, so we'll probably be reading 2 books. Alrighty, guys. Have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.